Hi everyone, this is Sean from Now Spinning TV. Kick back, grab a cold one and let me take you through what I've picked up throughout the month of July 2020. Hi vinyl community, hope you're all doing well. Last few weeks I've been reconnecting with everyone in the vinyl community, checking out all your YouTube channels, commenting and trying to reconnect with everyone. And I've been having a good couple of subscribers lately, so thanks very much for that. So I'm trying to get back into the rhythm of things, trying to go through my record collection and wanting to get back into making videos again. So I've been checking out a good couple of YouTube accounts out there, really digging it. Nice to see the vinyl community still happening. So over here in Melbourne, we're in stage 4 lockdown as of yesterday. They've announced it, so the last few months I've been spending more time indoors, working from home, so I've been spending more time with my record collection. And having more free time indoors, thinking about making videos again. So yeah, thanks everyone for subscribing to my channel, and it's been fun checking out all the other YouTube accounts out there. So I'm just going to take you through the month of July 2020, what I've picked up, a few online, and also a good couple that I've picked up through a record store that was open for those few weeks that we were able to go out. So the first one I'm going to show you is John Lennon's Imagine. I've been wanting to get this. There's a local seller close by to where I live that was selling it, so that was fun to pick up that record and have it in my collection. Simon and Garfunkel's Greatest Hits. So I don't have any of Simon and Garfunkel, so this is a great way of getting into this duo and having their best hits into my collection. Next off, I've got this came with the same purchase. It's Max Q. I had no idea what this was, to be honest. This is actually Michael Hutchence' solo project. It was in 1989, and it was after Michael Hutchence done a movie, Dogs in Space, and he was collaborating with Ollie Olsen, and he decided to do, after working on Dogs in Space, he did a few songs on that soundtrack. He decided to do a solo project with Ollie Olsen and create this. So this was just a one-off, Max Q, and it's more of a synth pop of sound where it's similar to Erasure. Not bad, good listen, but nothing extraordinary, to be honest. But it was worth a listen. But it was good at the same time. Michael Hutchence step out from INXS and do his own work, his own material. Also through that buy, I've actually picked up Max Q Sometimes, which is a single from that album. It's a self-titled album. I've picked up Joe Citriani's recent album, Shape Shifting. Okay, so this is his most recent album. I've pre-ordered this, and actually came with a postcard which is signed by Joe Citriani, so they're really happy to have this in my collection. So this, as most Joe Citriani albums, he usually collaborates with session musicians. So for this album, he collaborated with Kenny Aronoff, which is a very famous session musician, drummer, and also collaborated with the bassist Chris Chaney from Jane's Addiction. So overall, the sound was very good in this album. I'm a huge Joe Citriani fan, and I really dig his music. I gave this a good couple of spins and really love it. I like it because he takes you on this journey, this musical journey, just instrumental, and it's as a whole, the album's really good. Really big fan, and he never lets me down with his music. Next off I've got is DMA's The Glow. This is the most recent album. This is the third album by this Sydney band. The first album was called Hill's End. The second album was For Now. This is the third one. This band, they compare them with Oasis, the first two albums. They've got that Britpop sound. They're from Sydney, but they're very famous in England as well. They've got that Oasis sound. But with this album, they took their sound to a different direction. More of a electronic feel, a bit more commercial, similar to New Order. Very similar to New Order from what I heard. So this is a tricolour vinyl. I usually go for black vinyl, but for this album, I decided to go with the tricolour. So I gave this a good couple of spins. I'll show you the vinyl record. It's pretty cool. Usually with the coloured vinyls, I don't usually go for them because of the sound. But with this one, it was not bad. It was good. It wasn't excellent, to be honest, but it was good. It was good. I had to crank it up slightly higher than usual, but it wasn't extremely low. So recently, when Melbourne eased things for a good couple of weeks, I ventured out to a few record shops, and the most recent one in July I went to is Round and Round Records, which is in 556 Sydney Road, Brunswick, Victoria. So I was doing a small project where I was taking photos of record stores and trying to promote them on my Facebook page. So I did that for a few weeks, but until we started to have a lot of COVID cases here, so that ruined the whole plans of me. So he was very helpful, the person there at the store, and was all up for taking photos and having a chat so that I can publicise them on Facebook. But so yeah, through that store I had a quick dig early July and picked up a good couple of records. So I found Eric Clapton's 1998 album Pilgrim. So this was really I couldn't believe it, to be honest. I found this record. I'm a huge Eric Clapton fan and never seen this out and about. But it's a recent repress. I think it's from 2013. And yeah, happy to have this in my collection. From the looks of it, it was second hand. It was already open. Next off I've got is Can. This is the album is called E.G. Bamiasi. So I saw this on a YouTube account, forgot which one, to be honest. But I heard one of these tracks on this album called Vitamin C. This is their third album, and I really like that track. And they've got that kraut rock, experimental rock sound. And this also is a recent reissue, and it comes in a green coloured vinyl. I prefer the coloured vinyl than the other fancy schmancy colours with the, you know, all these other things. But the coloured ones I don't mind, but I usually go for black vinyl, to be honest, because of sound. So yeah, really happy to have this album in my collection. Next off I've got is Simple Minds. This is their third album as well. This is Empires and Dance. So I'm really happy to have this in my collection. Next off I've got is UFO. So this is the Wild, the Willing, and the Innocent. Add that to my UFO collection. Mountain. This is Mountain's third album as well. This is a half album where it's half of it has new material, half of it is live. This is Flowers of Evil. I really like the song Mississippi Queen by Mountain. Always wanted to have this in my collection. Usually find them quite expensive here in Melbourne, so I was happy to find this at a decent price. So have that in my collection. Have that song Mississippi Queen, the live version. Bobby Gass, one of our YouTube accounts from VC, he showed this recently on his account, and yeah, happy to have this in my collection. Next off I've got is Procol Harum. This is their debut album, self-titled album, and yeah, big fan of Robin Trower. I've got some of his work, and always wanted to find out his band Procol Harum that he was in. So looking forward to giving this a spin. Next off I've got is Robert Fripp. Robert Fripp, this is his debut solo album. So it is Exposure. So yeah, this is in his debut album. He's from King Crimson, as you may know. So it's good to have this in my collection. Get to check out some of his sound. I've got his Fripp and Eno No Pussyfooting album where they collaborate together. So looking forward to checking out this sound from this album. Next off I've got is Wishbone Ash. I'm a huge Wishbone Ash fan, thanks to my dad through his record collection, and he always likes to listen to this band. So really trying to complete all these albums. So this is their debut album by Wishbone Ash, self-titled. Next off I've got is Jeff Beck. This is called There and Back. So Jeff Beck fan, really happy to have this in my collection. And last but not least I've got is Grand Funk's Close to Home. So this is their third album as well. So yeah, happy to have this in my collection. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's the July 2020 video for this month, showing you what I've picked up throughout this month. So yeah, Melbourne, we are in lockdown at the moment, so the only way I can buy records now is just online. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks everyone for messaging lately. So it's been good. And yeah, looking forward to connecting with everyone in the VC. Thanks very much for watching.